Uncle Bob presents Goldilocks and the Three Bears, a fully fractured fairy tale. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, three bears lived in a beautiful log cabin in the forest at the edge of a big canyon. There was Papa Bear, and there was Mama Bear, and there was Baby Bear. Papa Bear specialized in short selling on the stock exchange because, as he said, he couldn't help but being bearish about the future. Mama Bear was a stay-at-home mom who specialized in cooking vegetarian cuisine because, as we all know, teddy bears don't eat meat. Baby Bear was the smallest bear. He had inherited his curly hair from Papa Bear and his beautiful blue color from Mama Bear. And as he was just a baby, he specialized in being cute and cuddly. One day Mama Bear cooked up a big pot of porridge and put it in a big bowl for Papa Bear, a medium bowl for Mama Bear, and a small bowl with flowers for Baby Bear. But the porridge was too hot to eat right away, so the bear family took a ride in their wagon along the rim of the canyon. Papa Bear said, "Look at the beautiful scenery." Mama Bear said, "Teddy, drive carefully now." And Baby Bear said, "Are we there yet?" Meanwhile, a young girl by the name of Goldilocks was taking a walk in the woods and chanced upon the bear's log cabin. Now Goldilocks was curious and adventurous by nature, so she walked up to the cabin to take a closer look. "Hello, is anybody home?" she called out as she reached the porch, but of course nobody answered. Then she noticed the three chairs on the front porch, and although she had not been invited, she decided to try them out to see how comfortable they were. First, she sat in Papa Bear's chair, but it was too big. Then she sat on Baby Bear's chair, but it was too small. But Goldilocks was also too heavy for Baby Bear's chair, and crash! The chair collapsed. Finally, Goldilocks sat on Mama Bear's chair, and that was just right. But Goldilocks became more and more curious about what was in the house. So finally she got up and knocked on the door and again asked, "Hello, is anybody home?" But again nobody answered. Although she had definitely not been invited inside, the door was unlocked, and Goldilocks walked inside the bear's house. Once inside, Goldilocks found the three bowls of porridge that the bears had left to cool on the kitchen table. Although she had definitely not been invited to breakfast, Goldilocks decided to try the porridge. First, she tried Papa Bear's big bowl of porridge, but since it had a low surface-to-volume ratio, it was cooling very slowly and was still too hot to eat. Next, Goldilocks tried Baby Bear's small bowl of porridge, but since it had a high surface-to-volume ratio, it was cooling very quickly and was too cold to eat. Finally, Goldilocks tried Mama Bear's bowl of porridge, and since it had a medium surface to volume ratio, it had cooled to a perfect temperature. Since Goldilocks was quite hungry after her long walk in the woods, she ate every bit of Mama Bear's porridge. After finishing the porridge, Goldilocks became sleepy, so she ventured upstairs to see if there was a sleeping loft in the floor above. Once upstairs, Goldilocks found beds of 3 very different sizes. First, Goldilocks tried Papa Bear's bed, but it was too big. Next, Goldilocks tried Baby Bear's bed, but it was too small. Finally, Goldilocks tried Mama Bear's bed, and it fit her just right. Being rather tired and full of Mama Bear's porridge, Goldilocks fell fast asleep. When the bears returned from their ride and walked up to their front porch, they were surprised to see the remains of Baby Bear's chair beside the front door. "Somebody's been sitting in my chair," said Papa Bear. "Well, somebody's been sitting in my chair too," said Mama Bear. "Well, somebody's been sitting in my chair too," said Baby Bear. "And clearly they exceeded its maximum design limit because it's all busted up." Now thoroughly alarmed, the bears rushed inside to see if their bowls of porridge were all right. "Somebody sampled my porridge," said Papa Bear. "Somebody sampled my porridge too," said Baby Bear. "Ew, cooties! That is so gross!" "Watch your language, Baby Bear," said Mama Bear. "And somebody has not only sampled my porridge, but utterly consumed it." Deciding to check their home for unauthorized intruders, the 3 bears marched upstairs to the sleeping loft to check out their beds. "Someone tried to sleep in my bed," said Papa Bear. "Someone tried to sleep in my bed, too," said Baby Bear. "Well, land sakes," said Mama Bear. "Somebody not only tried to sleep on my bed, there she is taking a nap. What an impudent human!" Goldilocks awoke to see 3 bears staring at her, which naturally frightened her quite a bit. Baby Bear said, "Look, Mama, she's awake." Mama Bear said, "Humph! She's sleeping in my bed." Papa Bear said, "What a rude little girl! She needs a stern lecture about etiquette and respecting the property of others." But the bears were speaking bear language, so all Goldilocks heard was growl, grrr, growl, growl, which, when coming from 3 bears, seemed very threatening. So in fear for her life, Goldilocks jumped out of the bed and dove through the window. Fortunately, Goldilocks landed on the porch roof just outside the window. She quickly climbed down from the roof and started to run away from the house. She ran back through the forest and didn't stop until she was safely back at home. "Well," said Papa Bear as the bears watched Goldilocks disappear into the distance, "of all the nerve! Good riddance! Now we can finally finish our breakfast." Papa Bear shared his porridge with Mama Bear and Baby Bear, so all the bears had something to eat for breakfast. And after breakfast, Papa Bear fixed Baby Bear's chair so they could sit once again on their front porch and watch all the animals of the forest. The end.